back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to New Heights, a Wondery show produced by New Heights. How about it, huh? Brought to you by Peloton. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce and my big brother Jason Kelce out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
Hey.
Shout out to those Cincinnati Bearcats, baby.
Yes, sir.
Taking down the 15th ranked Iowa State Cyclones.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was a hell of a game by the boys over there in Nippert Stadium, man. Way to defend the fucking crib. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, tell the people what we got coming up today.
92% has got another amazing episode we're going to recap right now. Chiefs and Jags going down to the wire on Monday night. The rest of the Week 5 in the NFL. We're also going to talk about what everybody has been waiting for, our official reviews of The Life of a Showgirl.
Nice.
Well, I don't know why people give a fuck what we think about it. But
yeah, I don't know why they would think
it's not like we're musical experts. We're a bunch of fucking idiots. So let's get into it right now with some new news.
I love it. First item of new news, though, we have incredible guest episode.
That's right.
Coming to you next Monday. We sat down with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's right. Talked to him about his new movie, The Smashing Machine, WWE's Attitude Era, his football career at the U, and how he became one of the most famous people on the planet.
That's right.
Again, the episode will be dropping Monday, October 13th. Stay tuned at the end of this episode for a sneak peek of that conversation.
And like we said last week, we've been rolling out our previously recorded Wondery Plus bonus episodes to our main feeds. That's right. If you didn't pay for it, you're in luck. It's about to get to you right now. You might see some of our old film clubs, Heights hotlines about relationships, and the episode where we called Ed Kelce for parenting advice, which I assure you, you're going to want to hear that and adhere to none of it. So if you're wondering why our haircuts, our outfits look different, it's because those are previously recorded for Wondery Plus subscribers only. Now we are pushing all this content to be available. We're men of the people. We're men of the people. Wondery and us have colluded together to bring you some of the exclusives. I don't really know how all this works. All I know is that it's going to be dropping. It's going to look like I have gray in my beard, even more so than I do now. Don't be thrown off. All right. And maybe the most demanded piece of new news all time.
Most
get into
demanded piece of news.
I mean, dude, there are so many people tweeting, asking my opinion, and
let's just give it up for Taylor. Let's just give it up for Taylor real quick.
That's the appropriate.
She's done it. She's done it again. She's done it again.
No question.
She's put the world on tilt. It's been so fun to see everybody's reactions, and we've had an absolute blast watching her go through all of her press tour or radios and all these talk shows, and she still has a few more coming out this week. That'll air after this recording right here, but nice. She's looked amazing, sounded amazing, and this album is absolutely amazing. And if you haven't heard it yet, please go check out The Life of a Showgirl.
No doubt, no doubt. It was incredible. It was fun listening to an album start to finish and really diving in.
You haven't done it in a while, huh?
I don't know the last time I've anticipated anybody releasing an album and I looked at all the lyrics and I will listen to every song. I'm more old school music. There aren't a lot of current artists that I'm waiting for the album to come out. I'm going to be honest with you. I got
a handful of artists that I really, really look forward to.
Okay.
But I will say I had already heard every song.
You already knew.
But I still.
How many of them did you already have heard all 12 before it came out?
All 12.
And I presume that you were listening to them while Taylor was in the room with you?
Yeah.
Does that feel 100%. Weird when an artist is in the same room with you and you're listening to the lyrics?
It's a different feel for sure, but I got used to it real quick.
Yeah. Okay. What was the first song you listened to?
I just listened to it wholeheartedly, and because it's her creation. Well, you just want to appreciate it for what it is,
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing, is to make sure that the person that you're in the room with knows that you're being open to what they're creating.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to hear all of these come together, knowing that a few of them, as she's mentioned, have been about our life together, and it's just been fun to see everybody kind of depict them and all the videos online and people dancing and smiling and having a blast with this. So
no doubt. Would you listen to any of the songs before they were like fully put together? You know what I mean? Like, is there any of them where you're like, you hear like a more stripped down version before the final product is like?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. That's got to be cool. That's one of the things when we've done the Christmas album.
Really appreciate the whole like.
That's kind of what I was talking about.
Max Martin and
production, like all that goes
mastering
into it.
Of the sounds and like hearing like the first version versus like the final version. Like I'm listening to these songs still in my car to work and back and forth from home every single day. Like, man, they fucking crushed it, because it didn't sound as like. I don't know if profound's the word, but like, a lot of the sounds didn't come through as much from the first times I heard them. But either way, I mean, 10 out of 10, they all fucking killed it.
No, there's a reason those guys are highly regarded in the industry for sure. All right, well, where do we start with this thing? I don't know how to do an album review. I've never done one. I don't think I'm qualified to do one.
I don't think we should do one. I think we should just
that's fair.
Have fun. Right. I'll ask you this, Jason. What's the question that everyone wants to know is, what's Jason's favorite songs on the album?
Favorite songs? Well, as I texted you the day it came out, I would say the top two songs that I liked right away were Opalite and Eldest Daughter.
Yeah.
And Opalite, I mean, it's just like, I'm a sucker for any like type of like, trying to think like the right way to describe it, but like this, like you're down in the dumps, everything is kind of, not going right. You're uneasy in the world. Onyx skies turn into Opalite. Fucking, we're back in it, baby. And like, I'm all about it. The vibe of the chorus is very Christmassy to me, which makes it feel even more joyous.
Yeah.
I just like love the chorus is just such a catchy, like freaking groove.
It's just a fun bop, man.
Love that song. Love that song so much. Eldest Daughter, I'm a sucker for a ballad. And I just think the expression in that song and the sentiment behind it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Taylor, obviously being an amazing writer, knocked out of the park with that one. I really love that song. Then my other top three on the first time listening through were probably Fate of Ophelia, Life of a Showgirl, and Actually Romantic. I like Actually Romantic a lot. It's kind of almost like
that's become like my I wouldn't say new favorite, but like that's the one I catch myself going to whenever I look at the list.
I loved it. I really did.
It's got that like that alternative rock, like
it feels 90s to me a little bit. Like if yeah.
I love that shit.
And then to me, when I was listening to it the first time, and I don't know if this was the intention by Taylor.
And she makes talking shit sound so sweet.
I thought that was a lot of fun. Wish List now is probably one. I would put that up there with my top tracks on the album. And Kylie listened to that first, and she was the one who kind of like told me to go back and listen to that one. And I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic.
Yeah,
and I think. Yeah, it's very well done. It's clever. It talks about like what life really is about and like what relationships are really about. And I think it's just very well done. But I like all the songs. I like Honey. As you know, Kylie hates being called pet names. That song's fantastic to me because it flips because pet names can be very condescending, right? By nature, like people can for sure take it that way.
But when it's said by somebody, being called the word buddy, like some guys just hate being called.
Don't call me buddy. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy pal. But no, Honey's fantastic, and I think she hits the nail on the head of like why in a relationship it feels different when somebody calls you honey, when somebody that loves you, and I think that's well done. Wood, great soundtrack. How do you feel about Wood? Let's ask this. How do you feel about Wood?
It's a great song.
It's a great song. Yeah. Do you feel like do you feel trying to think of the word. Do you feel not confident? Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood?
No, like, I mean, any song that she references me.
That's not just any song.
It's very like
this is a very specific you.
I love that girl. So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any
Well, it's not just you though. It's an appendage. It's not just you as a. What? It's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit, that's a generous word, I think. I think if somebody wrote a song about me, it'd be like Japanese maple, sometimes can see.
Japanese maple. Hilarious.
That song's great though. The freaking the beat to that song is fantastic, and that's right up my alley. So well done. I think it's a great song. What other ones really caught? Canceled. Canceled was one that initially when I listened to it, I don't like a lot of like ominous sounds typically, and that's kind of got like that kind of tone to it, right? It's like almost like a Reputation. Freaking, we're in like the Serpent era type deal going on.
Yeah. But
I think it's fucking awesome. Like pushing back on the concept of like cancel culture.
Yeah.
The way the internet like hyper fucking like analyzes people that they don't even know and all this other shit. And like how you really find out who your true friends are. Cancel feels to me very similar to a football team in a lot of regards, where like when you're winning, everybody's friend. It's the best thing in the world, but you really find out a lot, and you find out more about teammates and people when the losing starts and when shit isn't going well. And then people's true intentions and nature really comes out. And I feel like there's a lot of carryover into that song and to what she's talking about specifically. So I really love that song as well. But yeah, I still think my top two are Opalite and Eldest Daughter. I think Opalite might be one of the most, it's up there with my favorite to listen to songs, certainly that I've ever heard recently. So it's a fun one right now in the car. You just can't help but like jam out to it. Very good tune. Very good tune. What do Kylie and the girls like? Is a question. I said Kylie, big fan of Wishlist. She was the one who really she was like, no, you need to listen to that one again. That one's fucking really awesome. Completely agree. And that's Kylie's mentality too. She's not a materialistic person. She's never been. All she cares about, like whenever I ask her what she wants for Christmas or her birthday or whatever, she gives me fucking nothing. She's like, oh no, I don't want anything. I just want to spend time with you. It's like, I know you want something and I don't know what to get you. So just help me out. Help me out.
Just got to start throwing. You got to plan ahead, Jason. You just got to start throwing stuff out there.
I know. So I have done it a couple times.
Oh my gosh. Look at this foot massager.
I know. I don't listen. I've gotten better where I like buy things the moment
just watch. I don't need a fucking foot massager.
Yeah, no, she's not
just
into
lean
that,
into it. That's not her vibes.
There's definitely a lot for Jason to comment on, and I'm here for it. Can't wait for the teasing to begin.
Teasing?
We kind of already got that out of the way. What would I tease about?
His maple tree?
The Japanese maple, baby. I have more of an ornamental tree cock. My cock is more of an ornamental bush. Look at that beautiful tree.
Look at that tree. Look at that cock.
I got one right outside. And inside.
There we go. That's too funny.
They're highly sought after.
92%ers wanted to know our reactions on New Heights getting a shout out. Yeah, New Heights. The man.
That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
No shout out.
Wood, right? Yep.
Yep.
I would have paid good money to watch Jason listen to the album for the first time, specifically for Wood. I don't know why everybody wants to see me responding to that song so much. That is like
because they know you're in on
I'm a big, obviously Nick Foles. Nick Foles. I'm in on the Wood. I am.
I'm in on the Wood.
As a pun.
Is a banger.
I think inserting wooden innuendos is always childish enough for me that I can get on board with that.
She couldn't work intern into a lyric? Is that a I don't ask for a lot.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it rhymes with a few things, but that's okay. I'm sure.
It's probably close.
It's on the next one. Taylor's on the next one.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there.
Just let her know.
I wonder what would a song with intern Brandon in it consist of? Like what?
I don't know.
Trying to think of. Canceled. I feel like it may be canceled.
This is Taylor's new song. Why the fuck does it take so long to record a podcast?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows who it's about? Could be about anybody.
Yeah, it's a song about wanting to hang out with your fiance, but he's too busy podcasting because this intern Brandon won't fucking keep the thing on track.
Oh, I love Taylor's new song. Can you fucking wrap it up?
But overall, really enjoyed the album. Love the album because I mean, she just does such an incredible job of talking about her life in ways and with lyrics that I think are relatable and people connect with. And I sure as hell did. I mean, even Eldest Daughter, I know it's about being the oldest sibling of the female gender, but even as like an older sibling as a brother, and like the way she attacks that song, speaking about probably that and multiple other things.
Yeah.
I just think it's very relatable. And I think, I mean, I'm an eldest.
Yeah, you can relate because Wyatt is your oldest.
Well, that too. I'm more thinking of like, you're the oldest sibling. So like you're kind of entering everything for the first time. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, you're not the only one. It was the most streamed album after the first day. Fate of Ophelia was the #1 streamed song and the most streamed single, I believe, that after the first day of all time, maybe.
I mean, it's true. I don't even need to look it up.
Yeah. Well, we weren't the only ones that enjoyed it. Mama Kelce and Uncle Don on Joan, they all went to the official release party of Life of a Showgirl at the AMC Theaters. The theaters dropped, I believe, a little over an hour special on all the songs and Taylor's first music video from the album, which is The Fate of Ophelia. And yeah, absolute banger. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I believe it's out on YouTube now, but over the weekend they had a bunch of release parties at the AMC theaters, and Mom, Uncle Don, and Aunt Joan all went.
That's awesome.
And then stopped by the hotel to tell me happy birthday afterwards.
I was about to say, it was great seeing them down in Jacksonville. Have you talked to Dad about the album?
No.
I haven't talked to him about the album either.
No, I haven't.
Maybe that's who we should get a live listen to.
God, I'm terrible.
Have Papa Kelce listen to Wood live and hear what his reaction is. Oh my God, I'm going to do it regardless, even if we don't put it on camera. I'm just going to do it.
Big Ed.
Fans are also going back through our episode with Taylor and finding all the Easter eggs. Jason, did you know you were an Easter egg? I did not know it was an Easter egg. I was informed of no Easter egging as I was doing the episode. I guess one of the things I teed up, I said that was a lie as the intro of our episode. And it was also obviously big part of the song Eldest Daughter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was
set you up, man.
Yep.
We set you up perfectly.
What else was I said? Okay, so there's other Easter eggs. What are the other Easter eggs?
I think the fun of the Easter eggs is to always keep it just a little like, was that intentional? You know what I mean? I think there was one that was
definitely intentional. That's somebody tagged me on Twitter where when Taylor was like, "You don't always keep it 100, Jason." And I was like, I mean, I try. I'm trying to. And clearly now.
Yeah. On the land, the sea, and the sky.
I had egg all over my face. I had Easter egg all over my face.
We egged you. That's funny as hell.
Do you have any final thoughts? I mean, fuck mine. Like, you're a main creative
don't put the
muse to this whole thing happening, Travis.
I'm just the lucky man that gets to be, the support system for Taylor while she drops one of the coolest albums that I've ever listened to. So that the world's seen. I don't know. I'm excited for her. I'm happy for her. Everything seems to have gone perfectly. All this planning, and you see it from start to finish. Like, she started this thing in the middle of her tour or her tour in Europe. And it's like, to see it all unfold and come together and her connect the dots from the planning to how the strategic planning to how the album was all gonna look, and then to, you know, listen to the music and everything come together, and her finally getting that 12th song and being like, I think it's done, you know? And then from that point on, it's like her and her label are just working their ass off to make this one of the biggest releases of all time. And I'm just happy as hell for her, because it's she's happy with it, you know. She's proud of this, and obviously I'm proud of her for going through the hoops to, you know, live out her dreams.
Well, congratulations, Tay. Well done. Life of a Showgirl.
Tay.
For those of you living under a rock who haven't streamed it yet, get on it, you fucking idiot. All right, that wraps up new news. Peloton is changing the game in fitness with the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus, powered by Peloton IQ. And let me tell you, this thing is like having your own elite training camp at home.
Oh, okay, Jason. How have you liked working out with your Peloton?
It's right there. It's always where I need it. Sitting in the corner, sitting back there. I got the bike, do it on the tread. I'm a big tread guy. I like the tread. And then you can watch shows. You can watch instructors. It's just a great product.
And something else that's really cool, the screen swivels now, so you can easily go from running to strength training or stretching. There's so many classes that Peloton has that you can click on, and moving the screen around just makes it so you don't have to move that heavy old bike or tread. It's like having a whole training facility right there, one place, one equipment.
It is nice, and having the trainer access is good. Oh, and Peloton IQ actually counts your reps and corrects your form with intelligent strength coaching, which we definitely need when working out at home. And get this, it tracks your progress and can even suggest weights to help you level up your strength game. The rep counter's nice.
I also heard that Peloton IQ creates personalized workout plans based on your goals. In each class, you're coached by instructors who bring that energy you need, and that's what Peloton's all about. Matching your energy and elevating your game to help you get to the next level. Whether you're just starting out or you're, I don't know, like a vet like Jason is.
Let yourself run, lift, flex, push, go, more. Explore the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
Thank you to our partner, WhatsApp.
Trying to keep up with the group chat is killing me these days.
Tell me about it. Don't even get me started, brother. I've got so many unread text messages just from my birthday alone, but the group chats could get, once they get going, it's hard to catch up.
For sure.
You get it.
Yeah, I feel like it's impossible to keep up with text these days, make plans, do all that stuff. It's very difficult.
Yeah, well, I've got some news that's going to change the game. You know WhatsApp? They've got this sick events feature at group chats. It's a game changer for planning, if you're a planning kind of guy.
Yeah, well, you know I am not a planning kind of guy, but I am a game-changing kind of guy. With WhatsApp events, you can send detailed event invites right in the group chat. That's right. It's got the date, time, venue, everything all in one spot. Everyone can RSVP directly and stay in the know. Details change so no one misses out. I mean, this is a great thing for me because I will not look up any of this information. To have it all laid out right for there. Me would be very efficient. Very efficient for Jason.
And then you can tell them, no, I'm not going. In the
this is very nice.
Or,
no,
I'm going. Thanks for making this easy on me.
Out of the house, let's go.
That's clutch. No more scrolling through a million messages to find out when and where the meeting is or where we're going.
Exactly. And get this, it doesn't matter what kind of phone everyone's using. Everyone in the group chat gets the invite. That's right. It doesn't matter. They can lose their phone. As long as they have the app, they can get the invite. Do I sense a Kelce family reunion in the works?
Reunion?
We really don't have a big family.
No,
it might be nice to meet some of the Kelce relatives that we don't know.
I see it in our future for sure. It's time for WhatsApp. Download WhatsApp now.
Once we get some kids that all look the same on the block.
There you go.
Freaking family reunion going.
There we go. I'll add it to my wish list.
Thank you to our partner, Gillette.
Well, Jason, I got to say, man, you were looking fresh on Monday night for the cameras.
Thank you.
You were on that salmon. What was that? The nice
It was pinkish. It was
Like
more
ready.
pinkish. Anyways, yeah, I was going to say the same thing about you, especially in that Jeff cap. Was that all corduroy, the whole thing?
No. Suede jacket, corduroy hat.
Got it. Okay. Well, you know how to bring your best for the primetime events, really any events. Well done, Trev.
Thank you, dude. Absolutely. Look good, feel good. That's how I roll. Primetime taught me that. And Gillette has just the thing to help NFL fans with looking good and feeling good.
Oh, I know this one. You're talking about Gillette Labs official NFL licensed razors with the precision trimmer on the back that keeps beards looking fresh.
Yes, sir. And you can get up to 30 shaves per cartridge out of those long-lasting Gillette Labs blades.
We've said it here before, and we'll say it again. They've got the Eagles.
They've got the Chiefs.
They've got 10 of your other favorite teams as well, and you can find them all on Amazon while supplies last.
Gillette Labs official NFL licensed razors. That's right. It's the best a fan can get. See what they did there? Go get one right now. Today, visit Amazon.com/Gillette NFL.
Let's get to the no fun portion of this week's episode.
No fun. No fun zone.
Bold topics to wrap up week 5 in the NFL, brought to you by Gillette. That's right. And we're going to start it off with Chiefs 28, Jags 31 on Monday Night Football. Yeah, you want to get into your initial thoughts from the game? I mean, it was kind of a wild freaking ride.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, we go up 14 points, man. We can't let that team get back into it. It just is what it is. 14-point lead. On top of that, 14 fucking penalties.
Yeah, it was a sloppy game. It was really sloppy by both sides, but uncharacteristically sloppy by the Chiefs, who are usually one of the most buttoned up operations. I'll say this. I was impressed by the way the Jaguars played. I know they're a good team. I thought that they weathered a lot of stuff early. You got to give them credit. You got to give Trevor Lawrence credit from fumbling that first quarterback sneak to give you guys the opportunity to go up 14 points and then bouncing right back and putting together a drive where he scrambled and fought every step of the way. I think the Jaguars are a really good team this year. I really do. I think their defense played well for the most part. Your guys' offense is back on track. It was a fun game to watch, and I know it didn't turn out good for you guys. I know Spags is going to get the defense straight. Offensively, I feel like you guys are still, it feels like the offense is clicking right now and rolling. Outside of the one interception in the red zone, it felt like you guys are moving the ball pretty consistently against a really good defense in the NFL this year. Those are my initial takeaways from the game. Without diving into anything too specific.
I mean, there's a stat out there. I guess we outgained the Jags by 157 yards, and it's like
it's frustrating to see that
turnover battle. And time of possession. And it's so frustrating to lose a game after that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really do think listen, you guys played very well in a lot of regards, and you made too many mistakes that kept them in the game. And I really do think Trevor fought, and there was a couple things that bounced away. Like the fact that he fell over on his knees and gets up to get the go-ahead touchdown was fucking wild. But I really, listen, I think Trevor, that whole team was fighting every step of the way. They're rolling right now under Liam Cohen. This is a different Jaguars roster and feel than they've had, the way those guys have played before. ETN has really been a hell of a player for him this year.
He's a piece, man. And the more they get that dude Travis Hunter involved, man, just send him deep and throw it up.
Why are we overcomplicating this?
Hats off to the Jags. They finished the game. And we didn't, man. And they played a cleaner game towards the end of the game than we did. And their special teams, their offense and defense outperformed us, man. And we're moving on. We got the fucking Lions coming in. I don't even think I need to really talk anymore about the Jags loss. Everybody saw firsthand all the debauchery that fucking happened that game. And we just got to be, we got to be better, man.
Yeah, you got to refocus, and got a tough opponent coming in this week. Lions are freaking, dude, they're rolling right now. They had a tough first week, but ever since then, they have been clicking on all cylinders offensively. So it'll be a tough task again, as it always is when you go to a Super Bowl as many times as you do and you get the schedule that you get. But yeah, Lions are rolling right now. This will be a fun one to watch. I got to give Tyquan Thornton, though, some love, man. I really do. I mean, this guy continue to show up. Pat continues to give him opportunities. You can tell that they are feeling more and more comfortable. He's getting pressured in his face, and he just decides to throw up a prayer to Tyquan covered one-on-one and ends up coming down with it, was a big play for the offense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really like the way he's playing right now. I know you guys get Rasheed back after this next one. It feels like offensively this thing is back to the brand of Chiefs football that we like to see, and that bodes well for the future because obviously defensively they're going to get that thing back on track. The Spags and Chris Jones and all those guys. So, anyways, Trav, you did set a record. You're now the franchise's all-time leader in all-purpose yards. Obviously, I know that's hard to celebrate after the way the game went, but that's a pretty incredible milestone. You should be proud of that. Topping Dante Hall, 12,356. Running back Jamal Charles, baby. And tight end Tony Gonzalez. All rank third and fourth, or they rank third and fourth on the list. And you got in the end zone. There we go, baby. Little Big Yeti touchdown. A lot of people talking about the contact or whatever. They don't know the rule within a yard, yada, yada, yada. Listen, when you come up and press, you're freaking making yourself at risk of that happening. So to me, it was within the parameters of certainly being questionable. It's definitely not an egregious penalty.
No.
So I don't know what the big deal is, but of course, the big deal is that you're the Chiefs and everybody likes to hate. So canceled. Hey-o.
Nice. Just want to give a big shout out to my guy, Kareem Hunt, man. I fucking love that guy. Pop's getting that thing going. People may not think that the run game's what it is or it's not as consistent as it needs to be, man. But those guys are showing up when we need them, especially the past 2 weeks, man.
It's getting better. That's what my thing was.
We're getting big pops, big runs.
When you need them.
Big gainers. And that alone, those big gainers alone will make teams respect it. And I'm not against getting those guys the ball even more.
Yeah,
letting the big guys up front to eat a little bit more, man.
It feels like, Kingsley and Josh obviously being two new guys right into each other for the first couple weeks. It felt like the line was still finding their way through all that stuff. Now it feels like they're clicking and rolling in protection and in the run game. And some of that probably has been freed up with the addition of Worthy and what he offers. Pat has been scrambling all over the place, so it keeps the backside honest on some of this stuff. Mm-hmm. All that can definitely help open up the run game even more. So last couple of weeks it's been coming. So hopefully we can continue to do that this week against the Lions. Looking forward to watching this one, man. I always love watching Dan Campbell, man. Motherfucker he is just such a freaking awesome coach and person. And it's a fun team to watch play. So Chiefs Lions is going to be an exciting matchup.
Moving on to the rest of week 5. Get out of this this Chiefs Jags nonsense. Let's get on to some other football in the world of the NFL. Some other big stories from around the league, starting with Eagles 17, Broncos 21.
Yeah, another fun game to talk about.
Broncos scored 18 unanswered in the fourth, and it was a crazy game in the fourth.
It was.
I'll say that. There were a few penalties. There were a few, questionable
missed opportunities.
plays.
There's some calls and things that, like the Eagles had a big play down the field to Devontae Smith, gets called back because two guys are in motion at once. They miss on the A.J. Brown connection. They had a chance to hit Dotson down the field, and they're not on the same page. Obviously, everybody's talking about the end of the game play with Dallas Goedert towards the end zone, which I get. Like, is it pass interference? In my opinion, yes, but with the game on the line, that's a hard call to see and make in real time. I usually side on officials not calling it. Yeah, that's right. Hey,
they sure threw it against us. No,
I'm usually more in favor of officials staying out of the way in end of game situations like that. But obviously, because it happened to the Eagles, wish they would have called it. But can't be that guy, which I kind of am. Anyways, you got to give the Broncos credit. Like, listen, the Eagles up 17-3. There's no way they should have let the Broncos back in. The Broncos kept fighting. They bowed up defensively. Sean Payton's a hell of a coach.
Yeah, he is.
And they came back and won the game. And, I think they're a great team this year. That's the one thing that I think is kind of being lost sight of in this. Their defense is very good. Vance Joseph is a great coordinator. They have great players on offense. Their offensive line is one of the best in the league, in my opinion. This is a very good football team this year. So, should the Eagles have won the game, especially with the way it started in the first half? Absolutely.
You're going into the fourth quarter up 17-3. Yeah, you should win the game.
Shouldn't happen. It was crazy how many double-digit leads were lost this past week of football between you guys, between us. Carolina crawled back, being down big. Who else? There was another double-digit lead that was blown. Oh my gosh.
Was it Tennessee?
Tennessee. Yeah, that's exactly who it was. So it's just like, dude, it was a wild week of football, and like first and second half woes and successes for teams. But anyways, second week in a row that Birds have struggled in the second half.
Yeah.
Obviously we struggled, almost lost the game to Tampa Bay late. And this time we ended up losing to the Broncos, and the Eagles right now got to get that fixed. Especially, I mean, the first half offense and what they're coming out prepared for in the game is working for them, which is great to see. And it felt like the Tampa Bay game, they came out and really tried to run the ball and do the clock management, ground and pound, let the clock start ticking down as you had the lead, and Tampa Bay almost crawled back and won. And then this past week, through all of the banter about the passing game and A.J. Brown, combined with the way the run game went last week in the second half, I mean, they only ran the ball like twice in the second half. So they went the opposite way where they just tried to throw it every single time. And it's hard. You know, the coaches are obviously trying to adjust, and you see that, and I appreciate them trying to figure this out and make it better for everybody and win football games. But I just, don't overcomplicate it. In general, keep being balanced, right? Like keep trying to keep the defense off guard. I know it's easier said than done. And in the coach's defense, a lot of those passing plays were there. Like, I really think that they made some adjustments in the passing game. Everybody's really criticized Kevin Patullo for not being creative with AJ's routes and all this stuff. It felt like they made a concerted effort to do some different things. And AJ was open on a few of those. Devontae had a big day. They had chances down the field to make big plays, and they just didn't execute on them. They had AJ on like a 15-yard out coming out of a break, and it was just like a tick. And that's what it is in the passing game. Like sometimes like the timing and everything, like I anticipate that. To me, it was better in that game, even though the result was worse. It felt like they grew a little bit in that regard. Now we got to get the run game figured out. We have not run the ball well all year. And when you're up points, you should be able to run the football, especially when you have Jalen Hurts in the backfield.
I was going to say, what do you think the biggest thing? Because last year was a 2,000-yard rusher. Do you think everybody's just keyed in on stopping the run right now?
No, I mean, listen, people were keyed in on stopping the run last year. Now, I think that, as you know, when you go to a Super Bowl, all offseason, people have been like, this is what the Eagles do well. How can we stop these plays? How can we stop Saquon Barkley? So you're seeing teams now have a full offseason of scheming formations and plays that the Eagles had success with Saquon Barkley last year. So you're going to get different schematic things and very curated things that people have been developing all offseason in order to stop the best running back in the league last year. That's part of it. Another part of it is the offensive line has been banged up. Landon Dickerson, I mean, dude's a fucking warrior. He's been playing and getting out there. First couple of weeks, he's still obviously recovering from something. From the knee injury. I thought last week he looked great, and then all of a sudden he goes down with an ankle injury because the running game was really doing pretty good last week, especially to start. I think also the first couple weeks, they were really isolating, especially first and second down, on these 12 personnel runs, condensed formations, where it's like it's a run killed to a run, where you're like, there's no threat of the quarterback. And it's when Jalen is a threat and he's keeping this stuff on the backside, and it prevents the end or the backside backer from crashing down on it because he might keep it out and dish it. And this past week, they got a lot more to the, like, I don't even know if it's a read or if it's a predetermined keep, with Dallas Goedert slipping the end on the backside, and you have like your high-lowing the corner and the flat. Like, they were doing that a lot. And it was very successful. And then that controls the end and the backside backer for when you do hand this off, right? So I think that getting more to how can we control the backside? Because 9 times out of 10, those are a lot of the guys that make the play on a lot of the other runs. So if you start controlling that, you start making the defense respect the full width of the field, right? They can't cage down on this box, whether it's to stop the run or to take away whatever you're trying to do. I think that'll free up the running game even more. So it's a combination of a lot of that stuff. And they also, they haven't executed well blocking some of that stuff in the 12 and 13 personnel. It just hasn't been executed at a high level.
When you look at that roster on the offensive side, they have so much fucking talent, man. 18 points or 17 points.
Even against the Broncos, which are one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah. There's too many options, too much you got to think about, man. I'm sure they'll get that thing rolling.
To me, I know the second half
This is when you're going to start knowing, whenever this time comes, and you need to walk away, Jason said. It's the fighting your body, like, you used to be able to do something you can't do anymore. That's when it's like you're fighting that, to continue to get that back. That's when it starts to become hard. Bottom line is everyone knows when it's time for them. Unlike Jason, Travis doesn't have a family to factor into his retirement timeline. Jason shares daughters Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett with wife Kylie Kelce, but he is in a committed relationship with Taylor Swift. Although a source exclusively told Us Weekly in May 2024 that Travis has no plans to propose to Swift anytime soon, the pair's romance is going as strong as their respective careers. I love it when Taylor comes and supports me and enjoys the game with the fam and friends, Travis said during a January 2024 appearance on The Pat McAfee Show. During her press run for her latest album release, Taylor Swift dished on some details about her love life with Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Kelce and Swift began dating in the fall of 2023, with their romance instantly becoming one of the league's biggest headlines. In those early days of their love story, Kelce and Swift were seen rolling out of Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City after her first ever public appearance at a Chiefs game. Following KC's 41-10 beatdown of the Chicago Bears, Kelce and Swift drove off in their getaway car, a maroon 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS convertible. Speaking to Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Swift spoke about that picture and what her family said to her after it went viral. "You sound like my family right now. Every one of my family members were like, 'All we want is that for you,'" Swift revealed. "So much of the way that anyone in my position in my industry has to be is you have to be, you have to really think your way around every single thing you say before you say it." Swift added, "When I met Travis, I started to feel a little bit like I could be, like a person who could have romantic whims and have these dreams." She's explored those themes thoroughly on her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, which released last Friday. Many of the tracks on that album speak glowingly of Kelce, including a few which lean to more raunchy and risque themes. Swift announced her album on the Kelce Brothers podcast, New Heights, which also was referenced in a song. Weeks later, Swift and Kelce announced their engagement, paving the way for the pop culture wedding of the decade. Kansas City Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce is passionate about football, and that's one reason why he's still playing the sport at age 36. Sometimes, though, his passion is so strong that it manifests itself in the form of sideline outbursts, and Chiefs head coach Andy Reid is often involved. The Chiefs lost a 31-28 nail-biter to the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday, and while the game didn't feature any angsty moments from Kelce, Reid was asked about the tight end's previous sideline moments before the game by his brother Jason Kelce. One of Kelce's most recent sideline moments happened he got into a fiery confrontation with Reid during their Week 3 win over the New York Giants. During a pre-recorded interview before the Monday night game, Jason asked Reid how he gets the players on the Chiefs squad to respect him season after season, referring to those heated sideline confrontations. "Listen, we've got good guys, first of all," Reid said on the show. "You know how it is with the personalities on the team, you want the guys to bring those out. If you've got robots out there, you're never going to get the best out of them. If you want to get the best out of them, the way they do that is they shine. Each guy shines his own shine. And some of them shine a little brighter," Reid added while grabbing Kelce's arm and smiling. Reid and Kelce's most high-profile sideline exchange happened in Super Bowl 58 against the 49ers, just a few months after Kelce and Taylor Swift started dating. During that game, when things weren't going well, Kelce got up in Reid's face during an offensive drive that turned into a fumble. Read more: Chiefs announce historic Travis Kelce news versus Jaguars. Though no sideline outbursts happened during the Jaguars game, Reid seemed to have some built-up angst toward the officials, throwing some subtle shade their way after the loss. "We had 13 penalties, to their 4, Reid said during his post-game press conference. "Whether I agree with them or don't agree with them, it doesn't matter. They called them." Travis Kelce is not a nervous person, that is, unless he's proposing to Taylor Swift. While appearing on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Monday, October 6, the pop superstar, 35, revealed that before the NFL star, 36, got down on one knee, the only time she'd seen him sweat was on the field. Kelce popped the question in August after the couple recorded their record-breaking episode of his podcast, New Heights, together, during which Swift announced her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl. Before they recorded the episode, she told Fallon, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end put blackout drapes on every window of his house while the engagement backdrop was set up in the backyard, and Swift had never seen him so nervous. I was like, he is so serious about this, and I really appreciate that, she recalled thinking in the moment. Afterward, I kind of realized, he's walking around sort of nervous about the podcast, he's like, my heart is racing, I know how much this means to you, I really want this to be what you hoped it would be, because we'd been talking about doing the podcast and announcing the album. He's like, my heart is racing, and I've never seen this dude nervous, ever, Swift told Fallon, 51. He's professionally not a nervous person. The Tonight Show host then chimed in, of course he's not nervous about the podcast. He's like, I wonder what questions I'm going to ask you. I know one question I'm going to ask, I know the big one, but I can't get to that yet. Swift and Kelce, who first started dating in 2023, announced their engagement on August 26 to 13th, days after the special New Heights episode was released. The episode, as Swift later told Fallon, was a distraction, a sort of ruse to keep me not looking out the windows of the house. Elsewhere on The Tonight Show, Swift described the proposal itself. It started with Kelce asking her if she wanted to walk around the backyard, which had been transformed into what she described as a secret garden oasis, with a glass of wine, she said. I'm like, I'm always gonna want to do that. Then I realized exactly why all of the windows were curtained and why he was nervous, the Grammy winner told Fallon, and it was the best possible case scenario. As for her engagement ring, Swift said that Kelce had it for a really long time before getting down on one knee. The football pro also put a lot of thought into the sparkler, she said. He customized the ring and designed it with this amazing jeweler. I look at it constantly, like it doesn't feel in any way normal for me, she told Fallon. I'm just like, man, whoa. But it's more than that. He's just my favorite person I've ever met, no offense to everyone else, but the fact that this is the person that I get to hang out with every day forever, that's the whole thing of it. A source recently told People that although it's been more than a month since Kelce popped the question to Swift, being engaged hasn't fully hit either of them yet. It's still kind of strange and exciting and new to say fiancé when they're talking about each other, the source added of the couple, and they both kind of laugh every time they catch themselves saying it. They're not doing anything over the top to celebrate, just enjoying being together and having a little bit of normalcy before things pick up again, the insider said. It's been a lot of excitement all at once. They're both just really happy. It's been a whirlwind, but it's the good kind. They know how lucky they are to be in this moment together. Taylor Swift confirmed that Travis Kelce used her appearance on his New Heights podcast as a ruse ahead of their proposal. In an interview with Kiss FM Tuesday, the pop star explained how Kelce had her appear as a guest on his show while the decorations were being set up for their engagement. I do think he kind of, like, used the podcast as a distraction and like a ruse for him to have that entire setup made in the backyard, she said, adding, he's a clever guy. Swift said the Kansas City Chiefs player's plan was perfect because she was already in full glam for the podcast and therefore prepped and ready for when he got down on one knee. We had done a podcast earlier that day, so everything was fine, Swift said. My hair was fine, my makeup was fine, my nails were fine. That was all already in place, which might have been part of the bait and switch and part of the, like, ruse. Swift, 35, famously made her New Heights debut in an August 13th episode of the Wondery Plus show in which she announced her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Later that day, Kelce proposed to her in the backyard of his Leawood, Kansas, estate. They announced their engagement in an Instagram post on August 26. Travis Kelce couldn't help but gush over his fiancée's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, in an upcoming episode of his and Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast. "She put the world on tilt," he said in a preview of the forthcoming episode, which will premiere on Wednesday. "It's been so fun to see everybody's reactions. We've had an absolute blast watching her go through all of her press tour or radio shows, and all these talk shows. She's looked amazing, sounded amazing, and this album is absolutely amazing," Travis raved, urging his listeners to check out the project. The brothers also teased Travis' potential reaction to the pop star's raunchy song about the NFL star, Wood. In Swift's recent appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, the Grammy winner told viewers that the concept of Wood was originally innocent. "It really started out in a very innocent place," Swift claimed. "I don't know what happened, man. However, the track changed themes once she got in there and started vibing." Taylor Swift has laid Reputation re-record rumors to rest in her latest interview with Rolla Christie on KRBE. "There's nothing coming from Reputation anytime soon," the blank space singer said on Tuesday. The singer made the declaration after she was asked when she'd release the vault tracks from the re-record of her sixth studio album, which got delayed after she bought back her masters. So many Swifties were waiting for the Taylor's version of Reputation, because you add songs from the vault to the re-records, so what happens to those? Does that mean your 13th album will be called The Vault, and that's how you present those songs to the fans? Swift was asked. She responded, "This is so funny because we just had a new album come out, and I am so in that moment, and I feel like this moment is a pretty fantastic one. We've got release parties in movie theaters, we've got people getting together, we've got people doing club night celebrations of this album being out, and I'm so proud of it." After the interview, fans took to X to react. "Anytime soon. So anytime later," one follower hoped, while another noted, "She didn't say never. I'll take this as my soon, so it's coming in 10 days or less WPPPP, remarked a third, with a fourth chiming in, soon. Others welcomed the reported comment. "Thank God. Reputation is perfect and we don't need Taylor's versions anymore," they wrote. Kerry Russell looked back on a time when Taylor Swift called her the coolest celebrity ever, on now-defunct social media platform MySpace. "I mean, she's a queen," she said of Swift when shown screenshots of the hitmaker's 2008 MySpace bio on Monday's episode of The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. She added, "What a legend." Fallon also shared a post in which Swift recalled meeting the Felicity alum, asking the actress if she remembered meeting the pop star. "I do remember meeting her, and I remember meeting her mom, who was so lovely," she said. "She was playing a little bit more country stuff back then. And I remember thinking, oh God, I hope something great happens to her," she said, as the audience laughed. "I hope she makes it." In a past MySpace post, which Fallon brought out to read to Russell, Swift gushed over meeting the actress, calling her so incredibly cool. Swift recalled a fellow musician's wife asking for details on how Russell achieved her iconic, voluminous 90s curls, a request she relayed to the TV star. Swift, who also appeared as a guest on Monday's show, wrote that Russell graciously obliged with a list of products and tools used. "I think it's so awesome when cool people don't know they're cool," she wrote. Taylor Swift cheekily addressed her music critics after releasing her new The Life of a Showgirl album in an interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe Tuesday. "I welcome the chaos," Swift said with a smile. "The rule of show business is, if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping.